Yeah, Mundo. Mundo is just a stupid champion right now. There we go. Mundo ban every game.
I mean, Riot saw someone who gets up to 200 free AD as a full tank, and then decided giving him a Titanic Hydra in his kit for free would be hilarious. I mean, we all saw this happening.
All right, so we've got Mundo, Darius, Xin Zhao. So far, similar bans from last time.
Yeah, I think banning Jinzhao from
Are they going to ban
Shimashir was.
Kennen? They banned Master Yi, not surprising. The question is, are they going to ban Kennen now? Because Kennen was really just as important as Master Yi to that comeback. Without those Kennen ults, that never would have happened.
Yes, and worth noting, we also see Fisherman Fizz instead of V Factor now.
Oh yes, they switched back. Yes, the Kennen ban, so they will not give up the Kennen first pick. So blue team is 100 opponent USA is going to have to go with a very different team comp this time. Let's see what they put together. We know Fizz is a pretty desirable pick thus far.
Yes, we also see we see that Master Yi was banned and Kennen was banned. That's going to be pretty hard for blue team to. We see the blue team finally did well with Master Yi, and now we see
Oh, but
Tom
the Kench
Kench.
gets through. Oh, the Kench has been unbenched. So we're gonna see. That would be another scaly champion. Oh, but the Fizz on the other side. So this will be interesting.
We see Fisherman
Kench,
Fizz on Fizz.
or is it gonna be Solex on Fizz? Oh, switching up to the Graves. That's not a champion we've seen yet, but he's pretty interesting. The knockback that he gets from his shots now is pretty interesting. And the Lucian is still open. We saw how well Lucian went for them in that first game.
We see Jax being picked. Jax has always been a terrifying champion on this map for those who can properly execute him.
Yes. If it's likely to be Jack's jungle.
Jax jungle, and we see Graves. I'm very curious to see how Graves will do. We haven't seen a Graves pick at all, but here's an AD carry who is incredibly bulky. I'm very curious to see how this will perform.
This is total. So far, none of these champions have been played yet in this match. They're all things that have either have Tam and Jax have been banned out every time, I think, and Graves we just haven't seen yet. So this is going to be a very different game from what we've seen thus far.
Looks like the teams are definitely talking about what they want to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for blue team, it's still do or die. This is still make it or break it for them. If they do not win this game, the series is over.
We see an Ezreal pick.
Really? Oh, there's the Renekton that I was talking about. I would not. The Renekton gets locked in. Ezreal. Let's see. Are we gonna see the Ezreal?
We see an Ezreal pick. Oh,
No,
and he switches to Vigar.
I do not agree with Vigar when the enemy team has no AP champions. But I guess his event horizon is still a very strong ability on a map this small.
I'm very questioning their picks, but we'll see.
I mean, the Tam and the Renekton are very strong picks. The Vigar, I do not know about. Although maybe the Vigar was in an expectation of a Fizz pick, and Vigar has a chance to just blow Fizz the hell up.
We also Fizz can also dodge Vigar's ultimate with his playful trickster.
That's true, but if he wants to get on Vigar, he has to use his playful trickster.
He can dash to him this Q. Looks like Fizz, Fisherman Fizz on Graves is gonna be taking cleanse, probably specifically for Tom eating him, or Vigar's Event Horizon, or Renekton's stun. He has quite a few different things he can cleanse.
Can
so
you
that's
cleanse Tom eating you?
yeah, if I recall properly.
I didn't think you could cleanse
Let me-
stasises.
let me-
It's a stasis.
Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. I've never actually seen that. I didn't think you could. It's just weird. It sounds like it shouldn't work. Like I cleanse myself out of his stomach. How
Yeah,
does that work?
I know, right? Let me see. Um,
All right, so
it looks like it counts as a suppress, so we'll see if it can be cleansed.
I thought it
Addition.
was the stasis.
An enemy champion may use Quicksilver Sash to exit, but the damage will still be dealt, but they can exit earlier. There's no note of cleanse, so cleanse might not work. It looks like it counts as a suppression, so it looks like you can quick QSS it, but it looks like you cannot um, cleanse it. And there's a 3-minute delay. We see Fisherman Fizz actually opting to take Exhaust and Solex taking Cleanse. We see the double Exhaust on blue side team. I can't. I want to say based off team comp, the blue team will win. So I'm so confused. I'm not sure if double AD carry is wise, but I'm not sure if Vigar is wise. So
Yeah, I don't know about that Vigar pick. It'll be interesting to see if he can make good use of Event Horizon, then it could be very effective. But yeah, I don't know about the Vigar pick. It maybe is that just a comfort pick for Xantor? Let me take a look at his summoner history. Are you there?
yeah, I am.
Xantor. I do not see Xantor is an AD carry main, it appears. And I do not see any ranked Vagar games, so not really sure about that pickup. But Tam Kench and Renekton are both very strong choices.
There are some AD carries that do work on this map. A good example being Vayne. If you make a team around him, we also saw Solex dominating with Varus before. So there are some AD carries that can work. I'm surprised he's not trying to pick the AD carries that are actually strong on this map because there are a few that can.
It'll be interesting to see how that Vagar pick works out against a team that has, he just won't be able to blow. As I said, maybe it was just a thought of, you know, an anti-fizz pick. The Event Horizon can help protect you, and to blow him up real quick. But Fizz didn't end up getting picked, so
Well, if you're going to do a counter pick like that, I'd rather pick after they picked it if they have. I wouldn't do that just to say you can't pick this, because picking Vigar is basically saying you can't pick Fizz, but whatever. Like, if you pick something
yeah. I
else.
don't. Like I said, I'm just trying to. I'm just throwing out ideas. Like I said, it seems like an odd pickup to me. But they have two very strong picks on this map, those being Tam Kench and Renekton. So we shall see how that all goes. This is one of the, if Jax gets ahead, purple team will, they win. Jax is just incredibly strong if he gets ahead. But Tam Kench, and also the other thing that Tam Kench can do is he can if he devours you, he can then, even if your health is still high and it's not going to kill you, he can spit you out into Event Horizon.
Oh, yes. And that would require some pretty heavily good coordination, but I'll be curious to see if that'll happen.
If he gets that off. So they have a lot of stun. They have a lot of CC. They have Devour. Renekton has a stun, and then Vagar has his. What the hell's going on?
Looks like we will be going in game.
All right. Well, I would hope so. It would be weird if we weren't now.
Yeah, I know, right?
So this is going to be an interesting game, and the lane matchups are also going to be interesting to see. So Tam Kench is jungling. I mean, it's going to be rough for whichever one of the. I assume they'll try and put Corki against Renekton just because he has longer range. Graves, I feel like if Graves is against Renekton, Renekton's just going to dive onto him and beat the crap out of him.
So I don't fully understand Corki in this map, I'll be honest, because I've seen some people try to pick him and try to make him work, and I suppose he's really interesting in that it's hard to pin him down, and his ultimate is sorry not his ultimate. His W is basically Rumble ultimate if he gets the package, but it's I'm not totally sure on his effectiveness. I don't think he's a strong pick. I think he's not the weakest pick, but I still question him being desired.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the lane matchups in this game are going to be interesting to watch. We'll have to see where they send people. And as we said, the big thing for red team, the big thing is Jax. Does Jax get ahead? If Jax gets ahead, then it's going to be pretty brutal.
Oh yes.
But if he does not, then I feel like blue team has. Oh, someone's pausing.
Oh, my apologies. It looks like chat is still up, so I have to. Wait, what? Chat's not supposed to be visible. What the hell?
Why not?
There we are.
I've never understood that. Just let people see the fucking chat.
I got told not to because people were sending funny messages.
Whatever.
I'll turn it on
So
while people are talking
this
about
is
this
an
stuff.
entertainment value event. So Lex is running.
Just Taco Bell real quick. Bring me some.
I want some fucking Taco Bell. I am hungry. Can I make some cinnamon toast crunch?
Well, I'm gonna take a shower then. Make isn't in a box.
Have you not taken a shower yet? Jesus Christ, dude. Do you know what time it is? I should have ordered pizza, but I didn't, and now I'm sad.
Maybe I'll make myself some pizza tonight. I don't know. All this talk about food. I haven't eaten dinner yet. God dang it.
Me neither. I'm hungry.
Same.
Okay, the game has resumed. After the troll pause.
That was a fast Taco Bell run.
I do love me some Doritos Locos Tacos.
Don't think I've tried those.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I mean, I usually get like the Mexican pizzas or the Crunchwrap Supremes.
No, Doritos Locos.
Are those actually good?
I mean, it's Taco Bell. How good is any of it? But
A lot.
it's a taco where the whole taco shell is a Dorito. All right, so back to the League of Legends. They're posturing around the center as usual. I actually haven't played Graves since his rework, so
Neither have I.
the ammo thing is interesting. Although I feel like they're going to start overusing it now that Jin has it as well, but we'll see. All right, so Graves is going top lane, and it looks like he's going to be against Renekton.
And it looks like Corki will be against Vigar.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Renekton's going to need to try and bully Graves if possible.
So for those
I
of you,
played against Graves as Garen.
Graves is already beating Renekton up.
Yeah, the first couple levels until you have your dash and your stun is going to be rough as Renekton.
Interesting thing to note. Or sorry, for those of you who are new to the, are just tuning in, the current red side team has won 2 games, and the blue side team has won the last one, which was a shocker to everyone else, as the red side team last game had a 10,000 gold lead, but still managed to lose to a massive comeback.
Yes, one of the more impressive comebacks I've ever seen in League of Legends. Renekton is already pretty low. Once he gets level 3, he'll be able to try. Oh, here comes Jax though.
Jax is telling him no hitting level 3 at all for him, forcing him to back up.
Renekton's gonna have to back pretty soon. He's super low. Once Renekton hits level 3, when he can dash in, stun, do his spinny thing, and dash out, he'll be able to bully Graves pretty hard. But at this point, it's rough for him.
Oh yes. Then we see Graves as a 10 CS lead already, and is harassing him even under tower,
But
almost killing him.
Oh, here comes the Kench. He needs to get out of there right now.
Graves looking for an opportunity to possibly tower dive. Looks like he's not going to get that chance,
I'm
however.
surprised he didn't try there. I mean, Renekton is low enough that a single auto attack would have killed him. I also feel like Renekton should have started with some armor.
Yeah, I think that's fair. What did he start with? He started longsword, I believe.
Longsword, Ruby Crystal, I guess?
Yeah, he's trying to build for early Titanic, but I think cloth armor would have not been a bad idea by any means.
I don't. I've never quite understood why people go rush Titanic. Oh,
He's already being bullied right back out of
Yeah.
lane by Graves. Graves having a 17 TS lead on him already.
I feel like Renekton is kind of an AD caster, and like that's why I don't quite understand. Although he gets most of his health back with that
Well,
one spin.
it looks like Jax is going to go to ham on Tom and weaken him. He's going to have backup. The stun misses.
The stun misses. That's not good.
So it's worth noting for those of you who don't know, quite a bit of damage going off still. Looks like Schumacher wants to go back in. Schumacher trying to go back in. An exhaust comes out. I'm not sure if a double exhaust comes out. They're trying to kill them. Will it happen? And a startling first blood goes out before he goes down. So for those of you who don't know, Renekton's W actually counts as auto attacks, so it applies on hit effects. So if Renekton uses his stun, I believe it's called Ruthless Predator. If he uses Ruthless Predator, if he uses Ruthless Predator on someone, it applies on hit effects twice. And if he uses the empowered Ruthless Predator, it actually applies on hit effects 3 times. So
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
we actually saw, I believe it was a couple of seasons ago, when there was the whole Renekton bar, the Renekton meta, we actually saw, I want to say it was Soaz, built Blade of the Ruined King on Renekton and got 2 to 3 procs on it every time he W'd someone.
I guess that makes sense then, yeah. I just miss Atmas.
Well, we do have Atmos. It's called Titanic Hydra now.
No, it's different. Like, I would buy Atmas on Garen, but I don't buy Titanic Hydra on Garen. It's not the same, man. It's just not the same.
Here we see a large CS increase on the red side team, and we can see that with a 1k gold lead.
Fisherman Fizz is bullying Best Vane USA pretty badly.
And we
he
even
is up 28 CS on him right now.
We also see the tower at half already. Not even 7 minutes in.
Less than half. A third.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they might be trying to dive Vigar here. I believe they can pull this off. They better go in quick, though. Looks like they will be doing it. Dive works, and Vigar goes down. He does get stunned, but Corky's just not going to care.
Yeah.
Looks like Tom Kench is around, but he knows he can't do too much. He actually gets caught by the Jax, but the Jax doesn't get his stun off.
Yeah, that Vagar pick, I don't understand it.
I don't either, and he's 0-2-1, so it looks like it's not panning out for him. We'll have to see if that changes, but he's losing pretty heavily in farm. We see Jax just wailing at the towers. Something to know is with a Jax, a Graves, and a Corky, something we didn't fully consider is that they can shred towers very quickly.
Yes. Double 80 carry and a Jax, they will kill towers super fast.
And if they get Vile Mod, that could be a win condition in itself.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting annihilated on the farm at this point. 30 farm behind top lane, 20 farm behind bottom lane. You know. Oh, let's see. He stuns Corky. Well, that did like no
That
damage.
did no damage. And
That
we
was
see
really sad.
that was definitely a flaccid dark matter.
There you go. Making sex references again. Oh, they're coming for him again.
Looks like the stun goes off, but it doesn't matter. Even with an exhaust, Vigar's just gonna go down.
Yeah, I mean, with a map like this where it's so small, it's so easy to get the full like three-man ganks on. Oh, that's not good.
That's not good at all. Looks like Renekton's barely gonna be saved, but will it matter? Looks like it's not going to. The tower goes down. He does survive, but the tower goes down
Yeah,
easily.
he needed to land that the slice, so he could also get the dice off.
Yes.
And when he did not, we knew that was not going to go well. But yeah, they're just picking on this Veigar. He's immobile. And as I said, I don't think Xantor has a huge amount of experience on him. So hitting, like, placing your event horizons is not, like, properly, is not as easy as people sometimes think.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have experience on that champion, and that's the only thing keeping you alive, you're in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yes.
And that seems to be the situation here. He is now, wow, he's 20 CS down, and Renekton is 45 CS down. So I guess I was wrong about Renekton being a good pick.
Looks like Graves has a Sterak's Gauge, or has a Joram's Fist, which could be leading to a Sterak's Gauge.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they're going to be going down, and Tom gets melted. Looks like the Kench will be benched after that.
Yeah, and Jax is already starting to get ahead.
Once again, we just see red team. Oh, Jax
but
almost goes down, but barely survives. But
and
while
the
they
double
almost
kill
took
for
him
Corki.
down, Corki takes him out, unable to finish him off. And yet again, we see the red side team. We see Shushu Pan just exercising early game dominance like they have been, and just starting with an early lead, and their team has so much tower taking potential. They're going to be able to exert it even further every single time they get kills.
They are already up 4,000 gold at 11 minutes. And Graves is just waiting for someone to come along so that they can try and get a kill here. Yup.
But Renekton is going to get melted. A flash goes off for the final auto attack. Renekton is not durable in the slightest. Graves will go down, however. It looks like Graves is going to go down. But Renekton is not durable in the slightest. He has a cloth armor and health from Joram's Fist and a Ruby Crystal, but that's just not enough for him. He's still being blown up. It looks like...
I think not starting with armor was a really big mistake for him. Oh, and Schumacher is in trouble, though.
He is going to be able to jump away even with exhausted.
Oh,
the Baleful Strike misses.
He missed. That's really unfortunate.
And with that miss, he's going to go down. Jax is considering going in, but decides against it, probably wise on his part. It looks like Graves actually went for a Frozen Mallet and Swiftness Boots rush, and it looks like Solex is going to go down.
But yeah, that was a really, really, really unfortunate miss on his Q by Veigar. That really could have turned the whole fight around there for them.
So tell me what you think about the Frozen Mallet rush on Graves.
I mean, I guess against the Tam Kench and the Renekton, it could be effective. It'll help him really just kite them brutally bad. You know, all he has to do is wait for, if he can just dodge the slice from Renekton with his own dash, then Renekton really has no chance to get on top of him. And same thing with Tam Kench. All Tam Kench has to get on top of him is the slow from his Q, and if he can match it with the slow from his Frozen Mallet, there's no way they'll be able to get on top of him.
I think that's fair.
Like, in a normal, like, 5v5 game, I would think it's not the best idea, but here, it could work out.
I can agree with that. I think that's fair. Corki does have the package. He is looking to use it. Giggity.
Corki has the package. And Red Team has both altars now?
I still have to wonder Riot's decision making on their wording of when Corki delivers his special package, what they were thinking when they did that.
I'm still mad that they switched Spray and Pay to Rat-Tat-Tat-Tat.
Yeah, I don't think that was great. It looks like Renekton's just gonna go down.
Yeah, this is This is once again turning into a very fast snowball. And this time, blue team does not have the kind of team that can come back from this.
Oh no, they don't. They don't have anyone like Yi who can hyperscale. Last game we saw Yi who hyperscaled, and that got banned out. And so now they don't have anyone who can hyperscale. They have
I mean, I guess they have
Vigar, but
Vagar, who is a hyperscaling champion, but
I don't.
he's just not doing that well. And what does he got right now?
He has a
Currently
Seekers.
55 ability power from his Baleful Strike. That's not terrible, but he's down 30 CS, and Renekton is now down 60 CS. Like they're just so far behind.
Here we see it looks like they're going to try to go for another pick on him. Will they be able to? It looks like they will. He's going to get stunned. He's going to go down.
The Vagar pick was just not a good decision.
And it's definitely showing. 0-6-3. And Red Side team had the intuition to understand that they better bully him for it and punish him for that pick. And
They
we see
needed
it.
some sort of range, but Vagar was not the right option.
Oh yes, and they have a 7,000 gold advantage right here.
Oh wow. Yeah, this is
7,000 gold advantage 15 minutes in, split across 3 players.
so we were wondering how Shushupana would respond to, sort of a, pretty brutal loss last game, and the answer is they've responded quite well.
Oh yes, I don't think anyone could disagree with you there.
So, yeah, this is not the kind of game. I mean, I guess once again, if Vagar can scale up, if he can manage to scale up, like he has the ability to, get a good AoE stun and really just win games late, but I don't know that. I mean, Jack scales at least as well as he does, so.
Oh yes. Here we see a Sterak's Gauge already being popped before a real fight even happens. Corky's poke is just too strong. If Jax comes in, they're all going to go down. They don't even need Graves, and they know this. They're going to go in. They don't even have Graves, and they're going to take Renekton down quickly. He's going to go down. The other two disengaged, so they're not going to be able to do more, but with enough poke that they took, they didn't even need Graves with them.
A 2v3, and they won it pretty handily, so that's all you really need to know about how this game is going.
Looks like Vikar's going to get stunned and barely saved. His health just absolutely dropping yet again. Graves is on his way. He's not there yet, but they're still fighting 2v3.
Yeah. This is even more lopsided than the other game was.
Graves is just popping Renekton and blowing him up. Hey, what is it called? I have to figure out these ability names because I haven't played Graves enough to know. I believe it's end of the line, yes, and collateral damage. Comboed together took Renekton down quickly.
End of the line's damage is insane if you get it off. If a person is near some terrain. I mean, rank 5, it is 440 base damage.
Which is absolutely massive. We see Vilemon being taken, and as I discussed at the very start of the match, with
Wow,
with
that
280
is a really early Vilemon.
with 280 carries and a Jax, Vilemon in its own self can be a win condition for their team.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for blue team to stop them from just crushing turrets down now.
It looks like Tom's health is being annihilated. He has a second health bar, but that's not enough for him to feel
he
comfortable
needs a
staying.
third health bar
He
right
needs
now.
a third health bar, yes. Graves gonna dash out of the dark matter. And the line does miss, however. Corky's poke is absolutely...
Yeah, just the siege ability on this team.
Looks like Jack's gonna go in, tower dive. and they are going to, in fact, take down Vigar. And so does Renekton go down as well. Will Tom go down? Tom does go down. Fizz dies to the tower because the Nexus tower attacks much more rapidly than people realize. It has max attack speed on this map since there's only one. So it is going to catch Graves off guard. He will go down. However, they have 10 seconds after this. With Vialma, with an AD carry, with a Jax, they can end the game right here and now if they, I believe. 3 seconds. Will they try to end it or will they bail? It looks like they're going for it.
They're going to end it. The game is over. That was a quick game, ladies and gentlemen.
Under 20 minutes, and Shushupana, they win the tournament.
Shushupana are your new FEK champions. And now I won't have my awesome first place badge anymore.